So my name's Georgie Bullen, I'm from Cambridge, and I have optic nerve drusen with neovascularisation and scarring, and it's a form of wet AMD. I think it's quite funny growing up because me and my partner are both visually impaired, and we've kind of shared horror stories in a way of when we were kids being in the hospital and, you know, hating drops being put in your eyes and things like that. And my main memory was spending, like, every time I was told I was going to hospital, I kind of was prepared for it to be a long trip. It would take up the whole day, and you'd be surprised if you were seen within the first 2 hours of arriving. So to be honest, most of the time, my parents would go there with all sorts of different things to entertain me, but I'd still get bored and a bit ratty. But in the end, the biggest thing was that I was consistently bribed with pick and mix sweets if I was good when my drops were put in my eyes, which means now my partner has to bribe me with pick and mix. But on the whole, I mean, I have had a fantastic ophthalmologist, and I built up a lot of trust with her and a lot of respect for her. Only recently did I finally have to change doctors because she said I can't stay with her because she's meant to be for a paediatric ophthalmologist. So that was a bit difficult leaving her because I'd built up a really good relationship. I mean, one of the things I've noticed is that moving from being a child who's seen to being an adult who's seen, the care I get is quite different in that I do think that there is more urgency, rightfully so. You know, children, if they've got potentially a degenerative condition, you would want to prioritise them if you have to prioritise people. But I would like in the future to see a kind of consistency, because and it doesn't matter what age you are, if there's a way for you to keep sight or if you're concerned about losing sight, you do want to feel that you're getting the best possible care that you can. You know, I do understand that the NHS is under a huge amount of pressure and there's so many people who want to be seen, and I know that the kind of issues with eye conditions are on the rise, but we have to reflect that in the care. And so I would like to see that consistency across all age ranges. So I actually have fundraised for my local eye clinic in the past, and even as a child was part of a hospital board because they were considering building a children's hospital, a kind of campus at Addenbrooke's. And that's something that I have always been really engaged with. And I think that ways to engage people now, you know, I'm really busy nowadays. I work full time. I'm also an athlete. So ways that I would be able to engage and support with the clinic now would be kind of bite-sized things. So if it was, you know, a survey that needs completing, or just little kind of ways, micro volunteering, that would be a much easier way for me to still be involved, because obviously, you know, people working full-time busy lives, it's hard to be as engaged as you'd like to be and try and support the NHS and local services that support you. But if there were kind of bite-sized ways to do that, that would be something that would engage me.